Hey guys, thanks for joining my channel. I am Makita, the makeup artist. I am going in today with the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful palette. If you're familiar with her palettes, they are always very highly pigmented. And this one, I will insert a couple of swatches for you guys in another video. But right now, we're going to get into it with this cut crease look. So stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Right now, I am going in with the shade Cans, and that's that deep set purple. We do have a disclaimer. The purple, the brown, and the hot pink shade is highly pigmented and it will stain your skin, so definitely go in with an eyeshadow primer or a concealer just to protect that layer of your skin. But of course, that purple and that pink, as much as you shade it in or blend it in, it will stain anyways, but it will come off, so no worries. Go big or go home. So let's just continue to work that shade into your crease, blend it out. I like to use a crease brush to apply all of my foundation instead of using like a packer brush. I just like a more smooth finish. I love effortless transitions. That's just what I'm about. That's how I apply all of my eyeshadows. Next, we're going in with the hot pink shade. And we're just going to apply that right in front of that purple. And it looks like I'm going to be using a eyeshadow brush for this one just to pack on that shade. And do you see how highly pigmented that is? Like, literally just pack that on top and all of that pigment just showed up. It is freaking beautiful. As you can see, I am like, what? But yes, continue to pack that on, and then we're just gonna blend that out. And you mainly want to focus on your crease area with this one. I'm feeling this shade. It is so beautiful. Like, I'll be wearing this palette probably all spring and summer. So yeah, I'm just continuing to blend that out and work that in. So next we're taking Monte Carlo and we're going to pop that right on top of Bahamas, which is the hot pink shade. And we're going to work that into our crease, making sure everything is nice and blended. We have no harsh lines. And that's mainly what you want to look for when doing your eyeshadow. Make sure everything is nice and blended and you can't detect anything. Like, you're supposed to turn your head from side to side and actually look at your eyeshadow and make sure everything is nice and blended and transitional, basically. And next, you're going to take Coastline and you're going to pop that right into your inner tear duct onto your lid, blending it into Monte Carlo and Bahamas. And as you can see, it's nice and blended. The transition is really, really nice. So next we're going in with our concealer to do our half cut crease. And I'm basically using Too Faced Contour Concealer in the shade Sand. I'm just swatching a little bit of that product onto my hand. And then I'm going to go in with my concealer brush as soon as I find it. Looks like I'm a little lost. So definitely when doing this look, you want to have everything right and nice and in front of you. I am kind of unprepared because I did makeup not too long ago and some of my product is all over the place. So I'm just using the flat concealer brush and I'm going to saturate my brush into that concealer and I'm going to pop that right onto my lid and start my cut crease. And I'm getting in formation. So a quick tip for this part, you probably want to tilt your head back and look forward, and you can actually see the lining of your eyeball if you look, and that's where you should start your cut crease. and just follow that line, tap all around, and then fill in. And that's the way you can get a neat cut crease each time, if you guys didn't know that already. Or you can take and use the trick and take a little bit of concealer, tap it onto your lid, close to your lash line, and look up, and it will mark a spot. And all you do is trace from your inner tear duct to that spot, and you'll be able to create your cut crease. But I definitely have a lot of experience, so I did not need to do that. But you can take my advice or you can do it your way. Whichever way works best for you. I definitely would recommend that you do something you're more comfortable with. Next, I am going in with this beautiful shade. This blue shade in this palette is so gorgeous. I was initially drawn to this palette for that blue, that hot pink, and that purple, and that gold. Once I seen those shades, I was like, yes, I need that. Can you see how pigmented that blue is? It is so freaking gorgeous. You can apply this using the brush, and I literally did not wet my brush. This is my brush dipping into the product and onto my lid. Of course, the concealer is wet, so it's adhering to that, but still, like, you literally don't need any setting spray to wet your brush to get full-on pigment. Anastasia, you did a hell of a good job with this palette. This is just gorgeous. So right now I'm taking that shimmer shade pink and I'm working that into my lid. Really pretty. Now right here, I normally like to do shades that kind of transition into each other. Now this is not a typical eye look that I would do. But I wanted to step outside of my comfort zone with this palette because I wanted to use pretty much every shade in there. But of course, towards the end, I will blend all of those colors together a little bit better than that. So next I am taking, and it looks like I changed my mind, I'm going in with the gold, honey. I am going in with Inherence, and I am popping Inherence right on top of that beautiful teal blue shade. Is just gorgeous. Just for some extra definition and highlight, basically. Like, you see how it makes that shade pop a little bit more? It kind of highlights this shade. And I am popping on some more of that blue shade. And let's see. At some point, I will be using Mediterranean. I think that's what I'm using right now. Actually, yes, I'm using Mediterranean. And I did have a little bit of fallout because of the brush that I use. I should have definitely wet that brush before I went in with it. And that does make a difference, basically. So with Mediterranean, this is the only shade that I did have that problem with fallout. Mediterranean, it kind of, it complements purple and blue. So next I'm taking my angle liner brush and I'm going in with that deep purple shade just to define my cut crease a little bit more. And I'm blending it out into the purple so that everything is nice and transitional. That's key. Transition, baby. Make sure everything is nice and blended. So now I'm going to go and work on my other eye, and I will be back and show you guys the finished product. So now we're going to work on our lower lash line. We're going in with that purple shade, and we're going to pop that right underneath our lashes. Work that shade in. Alright, so we're back. I've finished all of my makeup except my lips. Now I am lining my lips with the berry shade in the NYX lip liner. This is such a beautiful shade to use with any mauve-y colors, any like neutral pink looks that you're trying to go for. It really complements every skin tone, to be honest. So next I'm going in with my MAC Nude shade in Pinkaboo. This is such a pretty pink shade. I don't normally really care for pinks, but this one isn't. If I do go for a pink, it's more of a neutral pink or a soft pink. Anything like super bright is done for a look of the day or something like that. But me, on an everyday base, this is the normal pinks that I go for, or either I'm always wearing like a neutral lip. But this is such a beautiful pink. I'm just so comfortable with it. It's very, very girly, very flirty, perfect for spring. And it's comfortable, it's not tacky. Okay, so next I'm going to set my makeup with the Lancome setting spray. So now we're just going to take a moment and zoom into this look. I am super impressed with this palette. The colors, the shades, how blendable it is, how functional it is with applying the shimmer shades. I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Become a part of the family. And you guys have fun with this tutorial. Thank you.